10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. That's one small step for man.
And these opportunities can be summarized in one word: Mars.
The goal of the mission is to bring humans to Mars and send them back safely.
Is to firstly find if there has ever been any life on Mars, and secondly to determine if there ever can be life on Mars,
as well as characterizing the geology of Mars.
The purpose of the mission is to find a viable location for long-term human colonization. The mission starts in 2035 and it should last about 10 years.
The crew will consist of 6 members. 4 of them will be from the US as part of NASA, and then 2 of them will be Japanese astronauts as part of JAXA.
The location of Mars landing site is relatively close to the equator in the lower elevation, and it's called MarsRISE.
The location was chosen because it had a high concentration of water, as well as a clay mineral-rich area.
The scientific goals of Mars exploration is to determine if life ever arose from Mars, and based on that we can determine the past climate, geology, and environment that Mars was when it had once abundance of water. And lastly, we want to prepare for human exploration.
The first phase is going to be the preliminary launches, in which we'll bring the MAV, which is the Mars Descent Vehicle, and the surface habitat and other robotics and equipment. That'll be in 2035. In 2039, we're going to bring up the crew. Then we will do a homing transfer from LEO to low Mars orbit, LMO. From there, we will descend using a descent vehicle.
In transit, we will be conducting lots of experiments with astronauts. Because of this is a long duration mission, we're gonna determine the bone density and the mass of astronauts over a prolonged flight.
They will stay and do surface operations there for 10 months.
On the surface, we will be exploring many locations based on historical locations of Mars. That means that there will be clay materials and also dark materials which involved with volcanic ashes, and these will be further our studies of water, climate, atmospheric levels, conditions.
The habitat is half underground, half above ground, 8 feet under and 8 feet above. The labs are on the top of the base, while the sleeping quarters, crew accommodations, and communications are all on the bottom floor. The regolith is going to be taken from the hole that is dug and moved around the habitat itself.
After the 10 months, they will ascend using the Mars Descent Vehicle back to LMO. Then they will do a ballistic capture rather than a homing transfer to go back to LEO and then descend using a parachute.
The educational outreach from space program is meant to help cultivate new ideas and innovative ideas from the younger generation. Their main purpose is to help connect kids from the classroom into all the complexities that is described within space exploration. As astronauts are going to be in the mission, they're going to be conducting educational outreach videos, Q&As.
Exploring and learning new things benefits the entire world, all of mankind, and all of us. It leads to new innovation and technology, better health care. Rovers have gone to Mars, but they've reached a point in the mission where rovers and robotics can't do enough, and it's time to send humans.
I am the ConOps specialist for Mission Transit.
I'm the system manager from Strategic Communications.
I'm in Mission Integration.
I'm from Science and Surface Operations.
I'm from Strategic Communication.
I am the system manager of the Human Factors Group.
We are MarsRISE.
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 We are MarsRISE.